Hello and welcome to another episode of Mindful Marketing. Today we will be discussing the science and the art of web design for wellness businesses. Have you ever wondered why looking at a wellness business's website, it instantly feels calming and a sense of trust? That's not just a coincidence. That is the science and the art of web development. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the elements of what makes a website successful so that you can increase conversion rates when you get traffic onto your site. First and foremost, it is important to note that your website is not just a page that houses your services. It's your digital business cards. Have you ever wondered why, when going onto a website, it feels stressful, cluttered, hard to look at? This is a challenge that most brands face. And the reality is that when someone clicks on your website, it needs to be user friendly. It needs to speak to that ideal audience that you're looking to target, and it needs to be easy to navigate and digestible for the user. Bounce rates are a real thing. People go onto a website, if they automatically feel confused, they're gonna tap out. It doesn't matter if they're interested in you and your services. If it's hard to read, it's hard to digest, it is going to be very challenging for that user to stay on that page long enough to truly get to know you and build that trust and credibility with you. Now, let's begin by taking a deeper dive into real life examples of what makes a website successful. First and foremost, the psychology of the website is so important. What does that mean? First, you want to identify your ideal target audience. Then you need to understand exactly how you want them to feel when they're navigating through your website, when they're connecting with your brand. For example, if you're a meditation expert, you want to make sure that your website conveys a serene experience where they can feel the way that they're going to feel if they were to work with you. Now, how does that work? First and foremost, colors. Secondly, typography. Third, layout. These are all very important things. Let me give you some examples. If you want to invoke a sense of trust and serenity, then you'll work with blues. If you want to invoke energy and excitement, you might want to work with colors like yellow, orange, and possibly even red accents. One thing to keep in mind about red is that it is the color that we all use to get graded in school. And it does invoke a sense of being wrong to the subconscious mind. So if you were to use red, maybe you're a gym, maybe you're a restaurant that has healthy fast food options. So this is a good color, but using it in moderation and knowing exactly where to lay out the colors is highly, highly important. Just take a look at this statistic. Experts say that 94% of the first impression is design related. So you want to make sure that your website is easy to digest, clean, and user friendly. Let's take a look at this example by Yoga Bliss. As you can see here, the headline is clean. Navigation of the menu is very straightforward. You can automatically see what this person does. You have a beautiful shot of this person front and center, so you know that this is the expert that you're going to work with. The patterns in the background resonate with the logo itself, so there is brand cohesion. The colors are light, and the website is laid out in a way that it's very easy to digest. The first banner has her unique value proposition, offering both telehealth consulting and in-person sessions. So you know that this person can work with you online or in person. Now, one thing that I will recommend for this specific brand to enhance is really getting to the core of the solution that you're offering. That is a very important aspect in getting your unique value proposition very dialed in so that people know exactly what you do, how you help them, and in what time frame you can help them do that. So this is something that's missing on the homepage of the website. Right now, let's just look at the design so that you could see how clean and easy it is to look through and digest. As we go and scroll through the website, this website tells a story. It's talking about the events. It's talking about what she's able to offer you, and then how her healing modalities work. As we move down, we can see live footage of this person sharing her talents and her offerings through a video. This allows users to get a taste before they actually buy. An interesting marketing fact is that people need 16 points of exposure before they make a buying decision. Why? Because the market is so competitive and there's so much content out there. We're competing with other types of content that aren't even relevant to our brand and our ideal audience because everybody is online posting things. So, what makes us unique? We really have to get into the core of the problem that we're solving and continuing to show up. So the website is the foundation for that. After the website is fully polished, you have your colors, you have your layout, you have the feelings that you want to invoke onto the user, you can allow that to radiate onto your other platforms and then create the same feel and look and psychological elements of your brand throughout your social media and your other relevant platforms. In addition, you can see that the typography on this website is very easy to read. It's digestible, it's clean, and it's elegant. That allows someone to quickly read your website. If someone has just slight difficulty looking and reading and understanding what you do in the first 3 to 5 seconds, then you're most likely going to lose that person. So when you're designing your website, make sure to put yourself in the eyes of the user and look at the website and say, well, is this easy to read? Is someone going to understand this in the first second that they look at the website? These are all key factors to making a successful website. Now, I have some great news for you. You don't have to be a tech wizard to make a stunning website. There's plenty of templates that you can look at on WordPress and on Wix to help make this process easier. Of course, if you're looking to work with a professional that understands the psychology behind building a brand, we are more than happy to be there for you and support you throughout this journey. Let's take a look at some templates so that you can be your own tech master. As we can see here, there's so many beautiful layouts for anything that you need. If you're a spa, if you're a coach, if you are a product-based business in the wellness industry, there's so many templates that really can help you set up your brand for success so that you can invoke that sense of serenity, excitement, trust, and credibility. Now let's take a look at Wix. Personally, I love using Wix because this is the platform that I utilize with my smaller clients that are individual practitioners because it's very easy to manage. Once we set it up, there are some technicalities, there is a learning curve. However, after the website is set up, you have your colors, your presence, your text, your fonts, everything in place. It's very easy to change and add on. By implementing these changes, you're not only beautifying your website, you're also building credibility with your audience. Now, let's take a look at what one of our clients said about a website that we built.
We're now getting more hits per day on our website, more traffic through the internet than I could ever have imagined. I was old school as a believer of word of mouth, and MindfulBody Productions has helped me understand that without a internet presence, you won't have any presence.
As you can see, we've seen brands double their session time and significantly reduce their bounce rate by simply having a layout that speaks to that audience. It's easy to read, digestible, and engaging. This is one of our clients' websites that we recently built. As you can see, the unique value proposition is very clear. Uplifting you and your family to prevent substance abuse through our quality support and referral programs. Let us help you. It's speaking directly to that audience. You can see that there's this color of yellow, which is a color of happiness. There's also blue, which invokes a sense of trust. And there's plenty of black, which is more of that premium look that speaks to both male and female audiences. As we scroll down, you can see we include statistics to let people know that we are an experts in the field. This allows to create a sense of dissatisfaction within the user so that they look onto you as the solution. As we scroll down even further, we break it down into this is how easy it is. Step 1, step 2, step 3. You always have to ensure that the person understands that what you do is simple and straightforward, and you're there to hold their hand throughout their process. For example, if you're an energy healing expert, the modality that you offer might be very complex and hard to understand. However, if you're able to let them know, hey, I have a system, don't worry about it. We're here to hold your hand throughout the process. This is how easy it is. 1, 2, 3. You're letting them know that they don't need to be an expert in the field to know by working with you, you got them covered. Let's take a look at another website that invokes a sense of serenity. As you can see, the logo is bright and yellow and evokes a sense of happiness. And it seems to represent the solar plexus chakra, which is a sense of empowerment, right? This definitely speaks directly to the audience that they're looking to connect with. There's blue, which is calming and serene. And you can see that there are these logos as featured in. This builds a lot of credibility for the user because they know, okay, this person has been interviewed in XYZ. They must know what they're talking about. As we explore this website further, you can see the blog articles, which also position you as an authority. Another element that I do highly recommend for a website is video content. Videos are the number one way of building trust and credibility with your audience. By having a 1 minute intro video on your about page of who you are, what you do, what you like doing in your spare time, and why you're passionate about what you do will significantly help users build credibility with you, invoking that sense of trust and allowing that person to feel more in resonance with you. This definitely will elevate their purchasing decision and set you apart from your competitors. On your homepage, you can have a sizzle promo video, which directly talks about the problem that you are solving. This will help people get excited about what you do, and including testimonials will increase that credibility and build that trust. Now, let's recap. We spoke about what makes a website successful and broke it down into layout, colors, typography, and user experiences. You saw some examples. I hope they were helpful. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you can stay tuned to more valuable content to help elevate your wellness business.